Well, hello there, and welcome back to another edition of Kitchen Table Talk at Lolo's. This is yours truly, Lawrence Pintard, aka Lolo. Tonight, we're going to talk about the awesome, marvelous, wonderful, beautiful, captivating city of Atlanta. Now, Atlanta, Georgia, happened to be a conglomerate of several counties all around within the perimeter of I-285. I-75 runs from Florida straight on up through Detroit. I-85 runs up into North Carolina. Now, for you food lovers, this is for you food lovers. I was curious and I asked myself, I wonder how many restaurants are there in the greater Atlanta area? Ready for the answer? I'm going to tell you that in a little while when we come back. Hello, food lovers. Today we're taking a culinary tour around Atlanta. Just imagine the diversity of flavors and cuisines you can enjoy. From traditional Southern comfort food to international delicacies and everything in between. Atlanta has it all. Stay tuned for how many restaurants in the greater Atlanta area. You will be surprised. For a taste of the Old South, head to Mary Mac's Tea Room for their famous fried chicken. Craving some international flair? Okay. Try the Bacchanalia for Mediterranean cuisine or the Aria for Japanese fusion dishes. You can find them all here, all the different types. For a hearty meal with a side of history, visit the Vortex for their infamous burger and enjoy the view from their rooftop patio. You can't get no better than that, folks. In the city of Atlanta, looking for a cozy spot with excellent service? Visit Staple House and savor their mouth-watering seafood stew. Ha! Right on the heels of New Orleans. I'm telling you, the food in Atlanta is great. Remember, the best way to explore any city's food scene is to step out of your comfort zone and try something new. So venture beyond these picks and discover your own favorite spots in Atlanta. Now, I want to talk about the restaurants that are actually getting ready to open here in the greater Atlanta area. And I'm going to be exploring a website called Eater, E-A-T-E-R Atlanta. That's atlanta.eater.com. You can find all awesome details there without having to go to the State Department and go to the register and all that stuff. You can find credible websites. Eater is actually on Twitter and also on Facebook. Atlanta.eater.com. So let's dive right into some of the restaurants that are opening that have been registered with the state of Georgia to open in 2024. Alpharetta, we have three. Can't read all of them. There are quite a few. And watch this. I still got that number to tell you how many restaurants in Atlanta by the end of this video. If you can tell me what that number is, I have a free gift for you. All you need to do is click a like, hit a share, okay? Subscribe, and then contact me. All the information is down below. But let's talk with this. Cultivated Food and Coffee, opening in 2024 in the Alpharetta area. Hen Mother Cookhouse is replacing restaurant homes in the historic Jones House next spring at Alpharetta City Center. The Standard Bar and Grill, based in Roswell, is now open at Alpharetta City Corner, taking over the former Carson Kitchen place in the Atlanta area downtown. The Sunshine Alchemy a vegetarian and vegan food truck turned cafe is opening on Presidential Parkway as part of the growing collection of Prep Atlanta incubator restaurants. Guys, talking about a vegan truck, now a cafe. I got a Kalonki story for you guys at the end of this, including those numbers. Atlanta University Center, Rosie's Coffee Cafe, open in Fort Atlanta location on Student Movement Boulevard, according to What Now Atlanta. Okay, I'm gonna run through a lot of these because there are plenty. Armour Yard, Painted Pickle, Avondale Estate, Gillette ATL, Pastry Shop, Battery Atlanta, Battle and Brew, Grooming Bar and Restaurant is now open at the Battery. I have to let y'all know that because you know when you go up there to see the Atlanta Braves, these are some of the restaurants you're gonna visit. Okay, Cultivated Food and Cafe is also open in Ortho Atlanta at the Battery. The Beltline has the new restaurant coming. Nourished and Bloom Market, Berkeley Park, Boulevard Heights, Brookhaven. Brookhaven is Egg Harbor Cafe. Is open a location at the corner of Peachtree Road. Up in the Peachtree Road is awesome. I mean, you have all the different restaurants, different shopping places. It's just great. Press release indicates that Egg Harbor Cafe is opening a location at Peters on Peachtree Road. Okay, let's keep on moving on. Buckhead. Buckhead has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Buckhead is leading in Atlanta. Buckhead is one of the most prestigious areas in Atlanta. I can't run through all of them, but I can tell you that 10 new restaurants opening, like the Bloom Bar, Citizens Food Market Hall. It's a new thing going on there. Delva, Middle Eastern, Little Ray, just to name a few. Let's move on from Buckhead. Hint, hint, clue, clue. Buckhead is the party city for college kids, mostly. That's where the nightclubs are in Buckhead. I heard a sip that there's been kind of falling out and not renewing some permits, but I'm not sure of that because I've just been in that area just this past weekend and they were jam packed over there partying. Let's get back. Cadbury Hill. We have 2 restaurants opening in Cadbury Hill. Chambly. We have restaurants opening in Chambly. We have Block and Drum. What is Block and Drum? Let's get a little bit of an eco-friendly entertainment district featuring container restaurants, a micro distillery and tasting room, listening bar, cafe, and hydroponic farm is open in Chambly. The cafe at Block and Drum is expected to open soon, serving coffee and espresso drinks and a limited breakfast and brunch menu with the entire complex fully operational by May 2024. That property is open. There are so many restaurants I can go through. College Park, Chastain Park, Clarkston, Conyers, Cumming, Georgia, Decatur, Douglasville, downtown Atlanta. I mean, everything is just, okay, let's get back to how many restaurants are actually closing in Atlanta. That, since we know Atlanta.eater also has this information, and it is credible. Kaleidoscope Bistro and Pub pours last round of it pours its last round of drinks, April 29th. Decatur Square's Waffle House is no longer. Israel restaurant Aziza and adjoining Falafel Nation closed April 6th. There are quite a few restaurants closing, but far outweighs new ones that are opening. Far outweighs the new ones that are opening. So you have a ton of restaurants that's opening, and then you have just a few that's actually closing. Um, let's get into the numbers. How many restaurants are there in the Atlanta, Georgia area? 2,500. 2,500 plus restaurants. There are almost 7 times more restaurants opening in 2024 than there are restaurants listed closed in 2024. Now, for the special part of this video, the restaurant story of the year, and the name of it, I'm quite sure you may have already known. The greatest story ever told about any business starting off from almost nothing with just a food truck, meeting the right people, marketing the right thing, being as bold as this young lady has been, and none other than the restaurant of my year is the Slutty Vegan. I never know these people. I just see the business, I see what's going on, I see the business, I see everything is just falling in place. And so when I'm doing videos like this, I want people when you visit Atlanta to go to the best places. If you want great vegan stuff, no meat, all that good stuff, this thing is renowned already now. It's a $1 billion business in operation right now when it started off just as dollars. Cole started the restaurant because she found there was no place available to eat vegan food after 9 p.m. And that's specific. That is specific. After 9 p.m., vegan food. She decided to use sex as a theme for her restaurant because of its ability to attract non-vegan customers. Social media and word of mouth were used to promote the restaurant. Okay? So I really, really want to encourage you guys to check out the restaurant. The food looks great. The food looks great. The food looks great. The startup story is at the top of my radar this time. It's at the top of the radar. And if you guys head on over to Wikipedia, there are some photos there. There's a great story. I'm quite sure the story is controlled by the proprietor and owner of Slutty Vegan through their promoters. This is up there now. Just check out this restaurant. I want to share my page with you and show you some of the food because you will not believe this food. You will not believe this food. You will not believe this food. I'm telling you, it's delicious. Let's share screen. Okay. Where we at? There we go. There we go. Yep. There we go. Guys, check this out. Look at that. Every time I talk about the restaurants here in Atlanta, I'm gonna be bringing you something like this. I'm gonna share the food with you. I'm gonna share the pictures with you. I want you to see what it looks like. Started in a truck. Started in a truck. And now has more than one. It says you can choose. Guys, I'm telling you, kudos to Cole and Slutty Vegan, Atlanta, Georgia. When you're visiting, make sure you go over there and check it out. There are many other restaurants. I'm gonna be bigging them up and talking about them, but 2,500 restaurants here in the Atlanta, Georgia area. You can find one to go to. They're all over. They're all around. They're on the inside of 280, 285 perimeter, and they're on the outside of 285 perimeter. So I want to encourage you guys, when you visit Atlanta, go on ahead and explore. There's plenty going on. With that being said, for this episode, I want to thank you very much for joining us, talking about Atlanta, Georgia. And I want to say to you, at the end of the day will end. Peace, power, blessings.